Hey everybody, it's me, Edward Jones, aka Daniel Coon, back with a new video, which I'm pretty sure we can call it Coon and Uncle Tom and what have you for this video. But I just finished watching a video and it was very interesting. This video is entitled Reparations LOL. I just got done watching a video by a fellow named Oshay Duke Jackson. I'm gonna include a link to his channel and to the video that he just put up. It was a very good video. I agree with a lot of what he said. I've been following his channel for some time. A lot of good content, a lot of funny stuff. um, and his video was about reparations, and it was about, should black people get reparations? And he said no. And he laid out his points. You know, she expressed how he truly felt about the matter, and I don't think I've ever done a video on the topic, but I figured, what the heck, it can't hurt for me to do a video. I'm just sharing my opinion. There's another coon on YouTube, saying, telling it how he sees it. I do not believe reparations is a good idea. I don't believe it would fix anything, because I look at reparations as the same as giving in to alcoholics' need for a desire for a drink. Now, it may help him get over some of the pains he'll have from the addiction, but ultimately it does not help him in the long run. He still continues to consume the very thing that's actually doing him in, was contributing to his death, or potential death. If not that, just very severe health issues like cirrhosis and heart issues and what have you. Now, relating that to reparations, more money will not fix the black community. It won't. More money from the government will not fix the black community. If anything, I'd be very suspect of any money that would come from any money that comes in that fashion. I'd be very suspicious of it, because I wonder what's tied to it and what would be the ramifications of accepting said money. But these are the reasons why I don't believe. That's one of the reasons why I believe it wouldn't fix the black community. There's a big and O'Shea said this in his video, and I agree with it. There's a big discipline problem, as we see in the black community. How is money? In general, how do blacks spend their money? What do they spend money on? I may mention this before. I did the race war LOL video when the topic of a race war comes up, and I think, well, a war needs to be financed. So if you're going to be going to war with someone, how do your books look? Do you have money? Do you have money to contribute to something like that? What is money being spent on in the black community? And as I said in the video, it doesn't seem like there's anything that would be productive for a fight. So in this instance with reparations, money from the federal government will not fix anything. If anything, it runs the risk of actually exacerbating the problem. And the problem is lack of discipline. Because if you take something from someone that you didn't work for, you don't have an appreciation for it. The problem with the black community is that's been going on for so long. Because there is a lack of discipline, there's a lack of some accountability for the things that are received. Whether it be a lot of aid from the government, a lot of handouts. When you have a continuous cycle of this stuff going on for so long, it doesn't build up the thrift and the industry, and the frugality and the prudence as necessary for using money wisely. So when you have a group of people that's been receiving something for nothing, essentially, especially when it comes from someone else who may or may not otherwise have given it to them in the first place, they don't know how to use it responsibly. There's not a lot of thought that goes into how this money should be used, and so it runs a high risk of being squandered on pleasure, on useless things like high brand clothing or sneakers, cars, car or rims, jewelry, things that Well, I don't know much about jewelry, but basically spend on things that do not hold much value once the money is spent. So, and a lot of that comes out of lack of discipline, lack of accountability, lack of forethought. Another issue that I see with the idea of reparations is how would this money be divided properly? I mean, because everyone's mixed. I mean, most black people are mixed in this country. So, does someone who's half black, half Filipino, do they only get half of what's allotted to those who are seen as more purebred, I guess? What about quadroons, octoroons, things like that? Is this money going to be divided up, properly? What about people from who may have come from Africa or some other countries where they look black? Or was there a verification process or something like this? The devil's in the details. A lot of tricky stuff that with something like this to make sure it's done properly. Another point that I see being disastrous in this whole idea, or at least not making the thing really worth it, is where the money going to come from? Who you get this money from? You really think the Fed's going to write a check for something like this and not want that money back in some form or fashion? And Oshay Duke Jackson, he talked about that as well. That anytime something has been given, there's been a big loss at its expense. I have to stammer. Sorry. So I don't see it being. I don't see any good in it. I don't see anything. I don't see any true profit, any true growth that can come out of reparations. If anything, I say the biggest reparation was fought and won after in 1865. I'm not just talking about the end of the Civil War, but Congress ended it completely overall, because after the Civil War, it was only ended within it was only banned in the states at war with the federal government. So no, I'm not in favor of reparations for blacks in America, because I foresee nothing good coming of it. Especially think about what damage it can do to basically keep up this victim mentality that you owe us. We should have these things because X, Y, and Z was done to our ancestors. No, I mean that's in the past. It didn't happen to you directly, so there's no point for you to get anything from anybody and also, am I go back to who you're gonna get it from? Who's responsible? I mean, if there weren't a whole lot of slave owners in the South to begin with, so I mean, how's that looking? Gonna try to go after their descendants for money? It's silly. But please, tell me what you think. Do you agree with the points I made? Do you disagree? Do you think I'm a coon? Do you think I'm a sellout or whatever? Whatever type of pejorative you have. Like that, I'll be happy to hear, and I'd be amused to read some of the stuff that comes up. Looking back at my other videos, some of the comments I received. Please leave a comment in the comment section or make a video response. Please check out my older videos if you're new to this channel. And please look forward to new videos down the road. And gripes, complaints, send me a comment, send me a PM, call me, whatever you want. I'm still going to be on YouTube, still going to be doing these videos, God willing. But that's my video. Reparations, LOL. I'm Edward Jones. Also, please check out Oshay Duke Jackson's channel. And have a blessed day.